guys, welcome back to Friday Facts. This week I'm going to be talking about what to keep in your first aid kit. This is my first aid kit. I know it's in an old pink shoebox. But I'm going to give you some things that you want to keep around just in case you ever have an emergency. Because trust me, it's going to happen when you least expect it. I've had things happen at like 2 in the morning. And you want to be as prepared as you can in case something happens. So I have a list that I'm going to be referring to. Plus I'm going to show you what I have here in my box. So let's open this bad boy up. Alright. Alright. Some of the big things that I have in here. One of the first things I have is Boost. Or you can use Ensure. Basically it's a, it has vitamins and nutrients and, you know, things that help boost you. Hence the name. I use it for rats when they're sick or they're old, or I know some people that use them when their rats are recovering from surgery. Basically, it's just to build up their immune system, give them extra nutrients and minerals and vitamins and things that they might be missing from their diet for whatever reason. I use this a lot on my older rats who seem to be, you know, wearing down with age, just to give them a little bit more, you know, good stuff in their diet. I would suggest either using it plain or with like a baby cereal, which is another thing on my list. I don't keep it in here. It's out in my kitchen. But it's just the baby cereal. You'll find it in the baby food section. It's like, usually it's rice, I think, made out of rice. I usually mix those two up and kind of warm it up in the microwave a little bit. I might have a video showing you how I do that later on, like for Tuesday, quick tip Tuesday. So yeah, that's one thing I keep in here. Syringes. Syringes are important. I have tons and tons and tons of these guys. These are the main ones that I have. They're just 1 milliliter or 1 cc size. But I do have a couple bigger ones. I don't know where they're at right now. But I have a couple bigger ones too. You can use these to give your rats medicine if you get them from the vet. Sometimes they don't give you a lot of syringes. Or you can use it, you know, to give like water to keep your rat hydrated if they're really, really, really sick. Or to give them, like I said, that food mixture that I mix together with the Boost. These are good things to have around. You can find them online. Sometimes your vets will give them to you, or you can buy them from your vet. But these are a good thing to have on hand. So I have a whole bag full here. What else we got in here? Oh, we got Bacitracin ointment. This is an antibacterial ointment. You can use this. My vet gave it to me for one of my girls' eyes who had an eye infection. But you can use it on scratches, any kind of thing that you would normally put like ointment on. Don't put it on like a abscess or anything, but like little scratches. And I used this for one of my girls' eyes at one point in time. I think you can find an over-the-counter version of this too. But this is something I keep in here. Styptic powder. My label's all worn off, but or if you don't have this, basically this is like if your rat's toenail gets pulled out or something, or if you have scratches, you can put this on to stop the bleeding. If you don't want to go out and buy this, you can use flour or cornstarch too, and it kind of has the same effect. But I would kind of keep it in a little container so that you have it handy in case you need it. Cotton balls and Q-tips, neither of which I have in here. They're in my bathroom, so I know exactly where they're at if I need them. But they're good things to have on hand, you know, that you can get to quickly. I do keep gauze pads in here. These are nice because you can clean out wounds, you know, like, you don't want to use cotton necessarily because it can, like, pieces can come off and get stuck, but gauze doesn't do that. So I keep at least one gauze pad in here at all times, just in case. Little baby, they're kind of like little scissors, I guess, or fingernail clippers, I'm not sure exactly, but they're always good to have around in case you need to clip anything. Just be careful, they're very sharp. So, but I do keep them. I've never had to use these yet, but I still keep them just in case. Another important thing is liquid Band-Aid. You can use this to put on, like, scratches or, you know, any kind of small open wounds like that to close them up. So you can get this, I got this like at Walmart, so you can get it pretty much anywhere. You shouldn't use it on burns, it says. You shouldn't use it on abscesses because you don't want to trap any bacteria back inside. But for tiny little scratches and, you know, things like that, this is good to have around. I have used this before when I had a rat get into a fight and they kind of got sliced open a little bit. I just put a little bit on this and he healed up within like 2 days. So this stuff's awesome. That's all I have that fits inside this little box. But I do have some other stuff. You guys seen the saline moon wash from the abscess video that I did, like, was that last week, I think? This I keep around at all times. It doesn't fit in that box, so I just kind of stack it up over here. Some other good things that I don't have in here or I have in other places, but I know where it's at, is Neosporin. It's kind of like the polysporin stuff that I showed. Some things that I don't have that I really need to get is children's Benadryl. That's always good to keep on hand. Pedialyte is another good thing to keep on hand that I don't have. I need to pick some of that up. Basically, in case your rat's ever dehydrated or sick, you can add that to the mix of the stuff that I told you about with the boost. Or you can add it to, or you can like syringe it into them with the needleless syringes that you have. Basically, it's just going to replenish them if they're sick or they're dehydrated or, you know, whatever. It's definitely something good to have on hand. I need to buy some of that. A rice sock. This is another thing that I showed in my last week's Quick Tip Tuesday. Basically, it's just a sock filled with rice. I'll link below the video about this guy. But basically, it's real simple. You can just stick it in the microwave. Not too long, though. Don't want to catch anything on fire. Stick it in the microwave, and it gets pretty warm. Just make sure it's not, like, going to burn anybody. And you can place that inside the cage so that they have something to kind of curl up next to. And it keeps them warm in the wintertime. You can use it too. It's nice to put, you know, on your neck or wherever you want to put it. But people can use it too. Plus, if they chew through this sock, it's just rice in here. It's not going to hurt them if they eat it. So, I mean, don't let them eat the whole sock. But, you know, in general, a little bit isn't going to hurt them. So, nice, easy, quick thing to keep around. Another thing that you want to keep is 3 days worth of food and like 1 or 2 bottles of water. You want to keep these around just in the off chance that something might happen. You run out of money, you can't, you know, you run out of food before you can buy some more. Any kind of emergency situation where you might have to, you know, grab your rats and run. You'll have a couple days worth of food on hand. So that's really, really important. I always keep some set aside just for that reason. If you have to crack into that stash, I really would try not to, but always make sure you replenish it and have it on hand as a backup. Another thing you can do is keep a bottle of water frozen in the refrigerator, or the freezer, I mean. Because you can kind of wrap that up into like a towel and stick that in the cage, and they can kind of curl up next to it too. If it's really hot in the summer, like maybe say your air conditioner goes out, or you have to take your rat to the vet and it's hot outside. This gives them something to like lean up against, and it'll help keep their body temperature low, because rats can overheat like super, super fast. So that's something else you want to keep in mind, maybe keep on hand. Peroxide and rubbing alcohol. Those are both things that you can keep in your kit or close by to clean out any kind of, you know, wounds that your rat might have. But please, please, please water them down. Do not use them, you know, full strength. So yeah, keep that in mind too. Another thing that I keep on hand at all times is children's ibuprofen. This is just the Equate Walmart brand, but anywhere that you can get it is the same. This one is berry flavored, even though it's orange. My rats love it though. They would eat this no matter what. But it's a good thing to keep on hand. If your rat's get like a little scratch or something, or you know, have a small injury that you think they might be in some kind of discomfort, you can give them some of this. Please consult some knowledgeable people before you just guessing and just giving your rat some of this stuff. It's you know, you have to give them a pretty small dose even compared to a small kid. So I'll put a link below in the forum that I'm a part of, and there's some ladies on there that are super, super knowledgeable about this kind of stuff and just rats in general. So you can check that out if you have any problems. You know, head over there. They're so wonderful people over there. They can help you. So yeah, but this is something I always keep on hand. So as you can see, I've used about that much of it so far. So I do keep that on hand at all times, and I do use it. So that's pretty much it that I keep in my kit at all times. I would suggest making up like a little container that has, you know, a lot of this stuff, so that you have it. Like I said, emergencies will happen when you least expect it, when you feel like you're least prepared. So at least if you have some of this stuff on hand, you can just, you know, jump on into it and get started on treating them as much as you can. Um, always have this stuff on hand. I can't tell you how many times that it's 2 o'clock in the morning and my rats got into a fight, and they scratch themselves open and there's a little bit of bleeding going on, and you want to clean that out like right away. It doesn't matter if it's 2 o'clock in the morning or not. So and you don't, the last thing you want to do is if you have any kind of an emergency or any kind of, you know, issue happening, and you're like, okay, now what? So it's good to have this stuff on hand at any time, trust me. So yeah, if you have any questions or any other things that maybe you keep in your kit, list them below. I'd like to know. So yeah, that's it for this week's Friday Facts. I think next week I'm going to do my video about how to pick the best veterinary vet. How to pick the vet. Wow, I cannot talk. How to pick the best vet for your pet rats. There we go. Finally said it. So stay tuned for that. There's a lot of things you need to keep in mind when picking out a good vet. So that's what next week's video is going to be about. So look forward to that. So yeah, that's it for this week. I hope you guys found this video useful, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.